It is Murray, you're right. Okay, so we're learning today how to retell a fiction story. What does fiction mean?
Fake.
Fake. So do you think this book is real?
No.
No, it's a made-up story. So the who is going to be our main character. That's what we're looking for. And then so we have the who, and now we're going to look for wanted. What did our character want in the book? That's what we're going to be looking for. Okay? Where did I set my marker down at? We will find out, but you are making a very good prediction. So, what did the character want? That's what the wanted means. What did the character want? Okay? Yeah, we know that it's the main character, so I'm going to put a question mark. So just like what we were working on yesterday, our headings into questions, we're looking to answer these questions. Now, we have our but. Our but. And we're looking for, like, what happens? What are they wanting? Our but. Our but is our problem. What is our problem that the character is facing? What is, we're going to find out. What is the problem? I know, it's silly. All right, face forward. Isaac and Eli. Do I need to move you three? Okay, prove to me that we can sit by our friends. Okay, now we're moving on. We have the but and then the so. Our so is how did the problem get solved? That's what we're looking for. How did the problem get solved? Okay. And then our last part, our finally is what happened? How did the story end? How? Do you have a question, Jack?
No, I just don't have a water bottle.
Okay, you need to wait, and then I'll let you go. Okay. How did the story end? Okay? Now, you're going to help me figure out our answers with this book. So if you've read this book before, that's super great, because you're going to be able to help us all out. But don't give away the answers right away, okay? So, Mother Bruce by Ryan T. Higgins. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He doesn't look too happy, does he?
I thought it's a girl because it said Mother Bruce.
We will get there, okay? He did not like sunny days. He does not like the rain either. He did not like cute little animals. Who do you think the main character is going to be about?
Bruce.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's put Bruce down for our main character. Bruce!
You should say Mother Bruce.
You should say Boy Bruce.
All right. Bruce only liked one thing. Eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow. But Bruce didn't eat eggs raw like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found off the internet. So we're thinking Bruce is our main character, but let's continue on to figure that out. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. First, he caught a few salmon. Then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local business, you see. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range organic? He's asking. That's kind of silly, isn't it?
What does that mean?
He's just looking for kind of the best ingredients, like the best of the best ingredients. At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. But the fire in his stove fizzled, so he went out to get more wood. I'm going to pause here for a second. What is Bruce wanting? What is he wanting?
Egg.
He's wanting eggs! Yeah, turn and talk to your partner. What kind of eggs is he making? And if you think there's a problem coming, talk about that too.
I think
There's a problem coming.
She
has us on camera.
The steam, smoke is coming from
She has us on
the oven. Smoke is coming from the oven.
Chris, look at, she has us on camera.
Wants eggs.
Guys, she has us on camera.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, do we all agree?
I have the problem too.
Don't give it away yet, okay? Don't give it away. Do we all agree that Bruce is wanting eggs, Cadence?
Yeah.
Yeah? Eli, where should you be sitting? Come back to your dot spot, please. Thank you. Okay? All right. So, at home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling, but the fire in his stove fizzled, so he went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. Turn and talk to your partner. What do you think that unwelcome surprise is going to be?
The eggs cracked and there's a little piece in there.
Okay, don't give it away. Andrew, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think this unwelcome surprise is? That the eggs crack? Well, let's find out. Mama! Bruce became the victim of a mistaken identity. Oh. What's in the pot?
Eggs and chicks.
Baby chicks!
That's why it's called mother brood.
Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not gooselings. He supposed he could settle for buttered gooselings on toast. ... But for some reason, he lost his appetite. What's the problem? What happened on this page? Did he get hard-boiled eggs like he wanted? No. Turn and talk to your partner. What did he get instead? All right. What do we think, Chris?
They're not called chicklings.
What happened? What did Bruce get instead of eggs? He wanted eggs, but he got baby geese. He got gooselings. All right. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest, only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south early. So Bruce is saying, I will have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy. And Mrs. Goose left early for the south already. And she left a note saying, be back in April. Bruce left the gooselings there anyway and went back home. So if the baby geese shouted, Mama, at Bruce, what are the geese thinking Bruce is?
Mama.
Their mom! Do you think that's a problem too?
Yeah, because then they'll be like, the real goose, they'll think that they're a stranger.
Yeah, I'm going to put down that, let me move these sticky notes.
What are those sticky notes for?
They're notes for inside the book. So Bruce, what did Bruce get instead of it? His heart. Bruce got geese.
Great being in the sky.
Geese instead the geese
Thought that the Bruce
Think.
was a mama.
Who is saying that? Help me out. Camden, help me out.
Um,
The geese think
that the Bruce was a mama.
that Bruce
Was
is their
mama.
mama.
Mom.
Okay, mama or mom, either one works. We're going to go with mama because that's what it says in the book. All right, now we're looking for how the problem gets solved. What do you have, Jens?
Well, the front puzzle, they must have scratched Goose off because it's like, because he's always angry and he also has claws.
Yeah, great. Let's try to figure out how our problem gets solved. Bruce left the gooselings there anyways and went back home. So he left the geese in the nest alone.
What is that?
But he was followed.
Mama.
Did the problem get solved right now?
No.
No. All right, well, let's keep reading.
You're saying mama?
Bruce was very stern and said things like, "Go away," and "I'm not your mother," and also, "I liked it better when you were eggs." Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them. He let out a big roar. Roar! Turn and talk to your partner. What do you think is going to happen to the geese? If you have read this story, please don't give it away for the others that haven't. Might be okay. You think they're going to get scared? All right, well, let's keep reading. Andrew, do you have something to add? What do you think?
I think that they're gonna still follow me.
You think the geese are still going to follow him?
The geese?
Don't give it away if you've read it, though.
No, I
Okay.
have another guess.
Go ahead.
That they might chase him.
They might chase them? Well, let's find out.
Wait, they're geese instead of chickens?
Yeah, they're baby, so they're going to grow up to be like a goose.
That's why they're yellow. Because they don't have that much fur.
Gooses are.
All right. It didn't work.
Mama.
Gooselings
They're chasing
always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. So they think that Bruce was the first person or first animal, kind of first thing they saw when they hatched, when they were born. So they think even though that Bruce is a boy and a bear, they think that's their mom. All right, let's see what's going on.
They're chasing him. They're jumping on him.
Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. So, have we solved our problem? What happened? What happened? Our problem was Bruce got geese instead of eggs. The geese think that Bruce is their mama. We're looking for how that got solved. Does Bruce keep them anyways? Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it.
This is our soul.
He tried.
Micah, what did you just say? This is our soul. Why is it our soul?
Because he thinks, because now he's like, I'm kind of annoyed, I'm just going to keep him now.
He's stuck with them and he's trying to make the best of it. Okay, I want you to help me think of a sentence that we can put for our how the problem got solved. Go ahead and turn and talk to your partner.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait, you can use the water fountain. I don't have a water fountain. The water fountains don't work. The water fountains don't work.
All right, help me with the problem. So how did our problem get solved? Go get a drink from in the water fountain, buddy.
The water fountain.
Yep, in the hallway.
Oh, so you can use it. So you can use them. Just don't put your mouth on them.
Yep.
I thought
Alrighty,
that would work.
let's get back to this. Bring them back together. So, how did the problem get solved? What happened first before? So did Bruce try to get rid of the geese?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what happened?
They didn't want to leave.
Right back.
They followed him right back. So, our solve part is Bruce
Follow them.
tried
This guy is a great.
tried to
You
get
guys making this
rid
sound.
of.
It doesn't work.
Okay, let me
It
get.
doesn't work.
I will get you a glass in 1 second. Okay, come have a seat and wait. Bruce tried to get rid of the geese. And now what happened to the geese? They followed him. They followed Bruce. All right, let's continue on. Let's see what Bruce and these geese do. It was hard work. Now he's kind of raising them. As the season passed, Bruce wanted the pesky gooselings grow. So here they are, as he says, annoying baby geese. Stubborn teen geese. Boring adult geese. Then, one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of those geese, and he could finally take a long winter nap. Bruce explained migration. So that's when they fly away to get to warm weather.
They're getting old.
But they didn't listen. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. What is he trying to do?
Slingshot them.
Trying to slingshot them. Nothing worked. The geese would not leave Bruce.
An airplane.
Sorry.
What the heck?
I know. So, Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus. Wouldn't you be scared if you saw a bear on a bus? So this is how we kind of know that this is a made-up story. We wouldn't actually see a bear with some geese with bags on a bus. All right. And they migrated to Miami, so Florida. Now, every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes that don't hatch. Mama? So what did Bruce end up doing? What did Bruce do with the geese?
Friends, let them stay with them. Can I see it? Let them stay with
It's
them.
a turtle.
It's a turtle with a oops.
Oh no.
It's
It's got a
happening
bite.
again.
So,
How did the story end? What's our finally? How did the story end? Did he make the best of the situation? Yeah. We could say that. Brian, I want you to turn and talk with your partner. How did the story end? I will get you a glass. How did the story end?
The turtle wanted to get small. And they
Henry, how did the story end?
Oh.
How did it end? they all together?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what could I say for a sentence, Micah K?
No, I had a thing to say.
Okay.
I will talk about moose for library by
Camden, what could I say for my ending sentence? How did the story end?
We could say the turtle wanted the goose to be its mom.
Yeah, so it could repeat it, but Henrik, what do you have? What happened at the end of the story? What happened to Bruce and the geese?
They went to the beach.
They went to the beach. Were they together?
Yes.
Yeah, Micah, were you gonna say something?
A turtle wanted the goose to be its mom.
All right, I'm going to say Bruce makes
Friends.
the best
Of it.
of it.
Of the
Of it. I'm gonna add a dot dot dot. Best of it. Living and keeping the geese. The geese. All right, so let's bring it all together.
for period.
Why? Thank you. Why do we do a retell? Why do retells help us? How do they help us?
So we can explain it.
Turn and talk to your partner.
So we
Why do we use retells?
So we can tell it. So we can know how to
Hey Chris, why do we use retells? How do they help us? Make it more interesting. And can you explain what happened in the story now? Yeah. Alrighty. So you're going to start seeing this in small groups. We're going to start using this instead of beginning, middle, and end.
All of the
Okay.
sentences start with Bruce.
Yeah, because who's